Hey there, we did it again, together again. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here in Fridley, Minnesota, which is the northeast suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is the World Nerve Center headquarters of, I don't know. Let me go get Bo and find out. Where is it? Bo!
It's World Headquarters of Kindness and Magic Brad Enterprises.
Oh, there we go. That's sweet.
That's sweet. Yeah. How are you?
I am a very kind guy. People say
You
that
are.
low. I mean, I'm not a big giving kind of guy, but I don't make any grief. I'm pretty much,
Yeah.
when people have issues, it's like, what do they say? Don't sweat the small stuff because it's all small stuff.
Yeah. So
It is.
you don't contribute to their grief or to enhance their grief by adding more piling on. No. Good.
No, I like to look forward, and that hasn't happened yet. If you look backward, you can go, oh my God, this person did this person did that. But you got to look forward and go, hey, this person did this. They're going to do that. It's going to be,
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like your attitude, Brad. Always have. Solid.
kind of control the future, but the past. I take that back a little bit because my wife had a program where she was talking about how you can change the past. And it's what you're doing is you're changing your perception of the past.
I like it. Okay. And Monica brings solid insight.
Yeah.
Always.
She had another way of looking at stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's see what one of my favorite quotes these days is, you can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you.
Deep.
You can surround yourself with different people. You could argue that you should say you can't change the people around you, but you can change the people you're around. Makes that a little easier to understand. But that first part, just like, whoa.
I like the one that you did that makes a person think.
And agreed.
I'm going to segue into our program today about using postcards, direct mail postcards, invite people to events, increasing event attendance. But I like things like that make a person think, because that had me going, trying to figure out, okay, what's going on with this? And
yeah.
I say sometimes, because this is a brain twister for me, in an infinite realm of possibility is the possibility of the impossible.
Wow.
Because it's infinite possibility. Impossible's got to be in there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And then I say, don't go there, because
that could take you down a path, but it does make you think. It opens your brain up a little bit, right?
Yes. Well,
and it only works. It's like a parachute. It only works when it's open. You got to open that brain up. You got to open that mind.
Yes, and let's segue into that. That's what we're going to talk about today, is using MailBox Power.
Right on, brother.
And MailBox Power is this software that you and I talk about a lot. I had a conversation yesterday with, I won't even say who it is and all that stuff, but they were saying postcards, I just throw them away.
Okay.
The thing about postcards versus the digital world is you don't know how much digital stuff you're actually throwing away, because you're zooming by stuff. And
yeah, good point.
The postcard, you have to physically throw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are too lazy to do that, so they just set it on the desk and it sits there, and I should throw that thing away, but I don't know. It says value $20. Do I need to? I'll keep it.
Yeah. The interesting thing is that I don't get too many postcards, right? I don't get as much direct mail. Right now, the most of the direct mail that comes to our house is from colleges for my kids, right? Mm-hmm. We don't get a ton of it. Right. I get much more in the digital world with spam nonsense. So if somebody sends something that's a decent looking, a compelling image, a compelling call to action or whatever on a postcard or a card, I'm more likely to review it because there's not as much noise in that space.
And I also like the individual direct mail card, because you can pay to be inserted in one of those envelopes where they have all your competitors in there, and someone's thinking about, like those gutter cleaning companies.
I'm not a fan.
The shelters, and pretty soon you see, oh, there's another one that does the same thing. I should call my competitor.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Well, so this is separate of the event business, but it's postcards. It's the same system and kind of the use of it, the value of it. So we have a local chiropractor who's moving locations. He's actually moving into the office space directly next to me. And I had reached out to him because he's moving in like a week, right? 10 days maybe. And I had said, hey, do you have a plan or a process or a system in place to notify all your existing clients in the community that you're moving locations? You may want to do that, right? And a postcard is one good, easy, inefficient, or inexpensive way to do it. Obviously, you can send email communications. You can do all that, but that can get lost. And then I said, and I suppose just as important, have you considered a direct mail blast to the community and let them know you're here, you've moved, you've signed a big lease, you're going to be here for a while? Like, have you thought of that? It's like, I need to do all the above. So we're meeting on Tuesday, and we're going to get him all set up so he can communicate to existing clients and draw some new ones. He'll end up having a customer appreciation day or client appreciation event, or an open house, right? That's an event. This is a perfect solution for him.
It is.
Along with the fact that there's that list builder built within, where he can put some qualifications or some specific attributes that he wants for people, so that he targets that market. It's brilliant.
Totally. If he wanted to just target females for any reason, he can do that. If
you can do that.
Males, he can do that. He can target age ranges. I think you can even get into like
income levels
in sports. Definitely income levels. If you want to say, I don't want the.
Yeah, and you know what? If one of their specialties is sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then there you go. You can, if that's a hobby, or that's a something that they're interested in, then you can target specifically. So.
Yeah, I plan on using it for my expo that's coming up, and I was going to do one for the cruise that we're doing.
Hey, did you see? Yeah,
I decided not to spend the money on it.
Okay,
we got all those connections, and it's not a profit center for me, so why would I do that?
Yeah, that's true.
But I was going to, and I didn't.
That's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
but there are many uses for it, and we know we've talked about this in the past, but this whole event. Postcard's one piece of it, right? It's save the date. It's here's the event, right? There's a QR code, takes them to a website, takes them to a registration page, whatever that is. But then the whole idea of maybe sending a swag box in advance of an event, particularly if it's a digital or a Zoom kind of event. But even if it's not, and it's something, hey, I want to send something to you ahead of time, and that you have this as prep for the event. Maybe it is you've printed off, that's their ticket to get in. It's inside the box along with a couple brownies or in this and that, like all kinds of things you can do, but you don't have to stuff any envelopes or package anything. Right. You can get this all done so easily.
That also will increase your event attendance.
It will.
If you send a little package and say, here's a coffee mug and some brownies. Don't eat these brownies. Come to the event and bring your coffee mug and your brownies. We're going to have coffee talk and talk about whatever the event's going to be.
Yeah.
So I'm more and more an advocate of that physical world when I look at the results that I'm getting digitally, because I am doing ads, because if you do ads on Google, if someone is on another web page, there's that retargeting thing.
Yep.
Because I have an ad on Google, my ad will pop into this network if they happen to be somewhere else, but they can leave as soon as they came. It's in a second.
Right. You can only hold the attention for so long, right?
Yeah.
But that postcard could sit on the dresser or on the desk or, on the kitchen counter for a while, or on the fridge, right? So getting something in somebody's physical hands is different. It's a difference maker. So,
yeah, I was looking in the back office, and I'm always amazed at how much it's not overwhelming, but when you get creative, you can think of these certain things that you can do. You can send them little gifts, and the print merge functions and the list building thing if you're looking for a specific group of people.
Yeah.
I also just noticed, because I'm going through my list, did you know there's a find duplicates button?
You know what? I forgot about it, but yeah, there is, isn't there?
Yeah, because I'm going through that. I got some duplicates because I've got certain lists. I've imported both of them. Well, they went into two different lists. Some of them should be, some of them shouldn't be. Yeah. But I'm going through and I'm finding all the duplicates, so I don't have those in there.
Yeah, clean it up. I'm going to use the system. So we're moving locations here with my agency by the end of the year. And so this is going to be a fabulous system for me to be able to reach out to all policyholders, let them know we're new location. Here we go. If we're going to have any kind of a grand reopening or open house, it's going to be super easy. As soon as we have the list there uploaded, that I can just drop a card in the mail, postcard, greeting card, whatever. I'm on an executive plan, and I get 200 free greeting cards. Just have to pay postage, in addition to free small and mid-sized postcards, just pay postage. So the plan enables me to connect with my existing clients very, very easily.
Is that does it restart every month? So
Every
200
month.
Oh, cool.
Every month. So it's kind of use it or lose it, right? They don't roll over. So I don't have 1,000 cards accrued if I haven't used it for 5 months, kind of thing. But it's okay. It just reboots.
Well, it's incentivized to get you to send stuff out, because there's no point in using this if you don't use it. I mean, people are using cell phones. They pay $100 or $200 a month for a cell phone. They use it at least.
Yep, exactly right. Yeah, you don't want anybody on this that's not like taking advantage. Now, for example, let's say I'm not a greeting card guy. That's okay if I let the 200 greeting cards go if I'm maximizing my postcard opportunity, or vice versa, right? So there's certain things that are going to appeal to different business owners or sales reps or whatever. So, but yeah, that's just one example. And then I get 30% off of gifts and things like that. So, and I send out a lot of packages. I'll give you an example. I have a couple automations set up. I have several automations set up. So I'll describe it this way. I add a new contact to the list, right? So this is if I'm manually entering somebody in. I didn't upload the list. I didn't send them a link for them to manually enroll themselves or to automatically enroll themselves. But I'm going to upload a new client that we just wrote. I add their name, I add their address. The next tab, the next screen, I have the ability to check mark an automation so that I do nothing more other than just check mark them and add them to 1, 2, maybe a birthday list, whatever I want to add them to. And I hit, save changes or save client or whatever, and that's it, done. So in my example, I just wrote a new household yesterday. 5 cars, home, boat, lots of things. I had to enter them in my system. It took me less than a minute. And then I check marked the box, welcome to the agency automation. I check mark the box. It's going to do it all for me. I don't have to go in there and manually create anything. It's already preset. It's going to use their name and put them in there where it belongs so that they're going to get a package that's personalized to them in the mail. I didn't have to go recreate it. It was so simple. It just takes like a second.
Yeah, it's really good for those repetitive tasks.
Yeah. But at the same time, I could go in and just say, I want to enroll this entire group or this entire list into that automation. Please send them something right now.
There's another feature in there that it's really not even listed as a feature, and we've never even talked about it. But when I bring it up, you go, oh, yeah, that is a good thing. And that is when you fill out the address, you don't have to necessarily know the zip code. You just need to know it's like 123 Main Street, Northeast, and it auto-fills and goes, oh, that's in Fridley or Minneapolis.
Exactly.
And it just automatically fills it in. So you don't have to go searching. And
correct.
So basically one field fills out address, city, state, and zip. Fills out.
That's right. Yep. You start typing that in, it's seeking all over to find that address. And then when it finds the one that is right, it's done. And last on that thing is I can always send a link to somebody to have them fill it out themselves. And when they do, they can self-enroll, and I could have it already preset that they're going to get a package. It's, welcome.
Right.
Whatever.
Self-enroll and self-send.
Yep. One other one that I use the system for this week, and I'm off on the wrong track because this isn't about events, but I have a client that had an accident. So I sent a package, an automation that's a claim survival kit. That was one that went out. It's printed. It's on the way.
Yeah.
Another one was switching insurance survival kit, right? Because making that change can be disruptive in their life, but they're doing it. They're going to get a box of brownies and then a card and all that. It's all automated, but it's going to show up personalized. That's the difference. It's beautiful, and it takes seconds.
Yeah, I've got Facebook reminds you of birthdays, so you know that someone's birthday is coming up. And I've got a client that's been a member of my collaborative for a while, so she'll be surprised when she gets some brownies and a card. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you set some of those things up for automations, I had a message from somebody earlier this week saying, boy, the timing of my half birthday couldn't have been better. I'm battling COVID. I feel like crud, but that brownie was delicious. So
yeah, I have a question for you because I used to do postcards when I was doing my magic stuff full time. I basically did 4 cards a year. I did It's Company Picnic Time, add some magic to your holiday event. I had one for just like trade shows in general. So I tried to hit people like in the 4 different quarters.
Yeah.
Do you know if MailBox Power allows you to, like when someone fills out the form, it triggers something, but it doesn't get sent until like November?
Yeah. Yeah. You can set it up for delayed automation based on a specific date.
See, if I start doing magic again, that's exactly what I'll do, because when I was doing it, I had it set up sort of manually. And when I would enter somebody into the list, then I had to print out labels and go to the post office and all that stuff. But with this, I'd be able to say, oh, there's an event planner. They hire entertainers. I can just put them in the list. It's already automatically triggered. When the holidays start rolling around, they're thinking about that. October, November is when they're thinking about the holiday events.
Yeah.
And then company picnic time, that's going to happen in the summer. So that'll probably go out March, April, something like that. And it'll just be automated. I just have to send it out, find an event planner. Hey, would you get on my list? Because I want to keep you updated with some of my magical services. They fill it out, it triggers it, and it's on autopilot.
Yeah, there you go.
Very cool.
Yes, there's so many tools. I don't know if you saw, so one of our peers in the MailBox Power space who does not sell real estate and hasn't, but has a Facebook group that caters to marketing ideas and efficiencies for real estate agents. So I distinctly remember 2 years ago, this individual starting this Facebook group. Said, yeah, I'm launching it. I'm up to 10 people. And then you're watching, I'm up to 100 people. 2 years in, I think maybe I'm exaggerating. I think she just crossed 100,000 members.
Wow.
Maybe it was 10,000. It's 10,000 or 100,000, but I think it's 100,000 members.
Are they fairly active?
And has thousands of them now in a database with email that are consistently getting dripped on. Once again, not ever been in that space, but knows there's tools like ours that can really help them. Mm-hmm. And think about all the people that have signed up for using this system because of the awareness of that. It's brilliant.
Well, we get these things digitally, and there's so many of them, we turn it off. Mm-hmm. But if you got these little dormant Facebook groups and these dormant LinkedIn groups with 20,000 people, but they're not doing anything. Mm-hmm. They're not doing anything because they've ignored it. They just
that's right. They build it and then.
But if they got a little postcard, they had a QR code that says, "Hey, we haven't seen you in this LinkedIn group since da 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 da. We sure would like to have you back in and active again." It'll get them to go there and go, "Okay, what's this?" Because you've only got like 5 or 10 pieces of mail in your mailbox,
right? But
you've got, I can't even count how many meetup groups and Facebook groups and, hey, join my page, like my page.
Yeah. Completely separate note. There's an event today. We're talking about events. And if you were in Hutchinson, you would have the privilege of trying to sink me into a dunk tank.
Oh, that'd be fun. I might drive out there just to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to guess you probably have a pretty good arm and aim. So I'm a little stressed out about that. It's 2:00 today. And of course, it's the first day in 4 months that it's not like 80 some degrees. It's 60 some. I'm going to freeze.
Well, you know me and how I like to delegate. And why would I take the time to jump in the car, drive all the way to Hutchinson from Fridley?
Yeah.
When I can't really throw that good. I'm not that accurate.
Okay.
I would just, in fact, I might even do it, contact the Hutchinson softball or baseball team and say, hey, want to have some fun?
You'll knock this guy down. I've got a friend of mine. I'm pretty sure he'll just stand there with ones, like just pay for anybody that wants to throw a ball at me, just to get me back for whatever I've ever done. I don't know, but it's a kids' day event, so we hope we don't get washed out, but it's a fundraiser for different organizations. I'm doing it for Junior Achievement. And, it's just kind of a cool deal. And last year I got out of it. I didn't have to do the whole tank. And this year I just said, okay, I'll do it this year. We'll do it. So we got that. That's an event, but it's interesting because the event itself, the only promotion I have seen is on Facebook. Really? So there's going to be people that are going to hear about it. They're going to see stuff about it after the fact and say, boy, I never knew about that. Now, an postcard that went out or a chamber, notification and newsletter, something would have probably driven more traffic there. Right. So,
well, I don't know who did your thing, but that's one of my clients. Duncan Jump.
Duncan Jump. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. It's that, the woman that's getting the brownies for her birthday.
That's her? Oh, yeah. I don't know who the company is that's even hosting this. I didn't go last year, so I don't know.
Well, Las Vegas Tonight, I've known her since like the late 80s.
Las Vegas Tonight has that too?
They do the casino games, then they got carnival games with the laser tag and the inflatable movie screen, all that fun stuff that people do.
You looking for a magic gig?
Maybe.
All right, I'll circle back.
Yeah.
We got an event in November that just occurred to me that'd be pretty cool to have somebody walking around doing a little magic. Be a nice addition. We'll see if the powers that be think it's as good an idea as I do. You know,
you're biased, right?
I am biased. I think some Brad time and some Brad magic would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of time, we've gone for 20 minutes. 20.
Oh boy. Okay.
It just flies so fast. You know, it's weird how much time, how fast this stuff goes. Because you were out. You were down in Iowa or something last week, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll speak to that real quick. So I had to bail on you last week for two reasons. One, so I had a meeting in Eden Prairie for an agency advisor thing. And so I had limited time Thursday morning to get a few things done before I left because I was also going all day Friday to head down to Iowa. Iowa was to go see family, and we have it was our 16th year of a charitable golf tournament, raising money for what's called the Children's Cancer Connection. And I just saw the final numbers yesterday, late last night. We raised, with about 100 golfers and sponsors, we raised a little over $24,000 for this organization. We're now up to $300,000 over 16 years that we've raised. Which it's about $500 per child to go to their camp. So if you do the math, we put a lot of kids through camp, and a lot of families have received support, which is pretty awesome because the camp's free. It costs $500 to run it, but they don't charge the families anything. So that's super cool, and it was super hot. But I had canceled on you because I knew I was gonna be really busy and tight on time, and it worked out because Wednesday night I had a client that had a serious accident, and they needed me. They needed my time Thursday morning, so I pushed everything else off and took care of that. So yeah, I was gone. And
make that work.
Yeah, you know, and it feels good to do good by doing good. But yeah, time does go fast.
Yeah, that's something I wish that the private sector would come more into and take some of the burden off of the city governments and things to do stuff like fixing up the parks. Why not just do a private fundraiser to raise $100,000 and repave a parking lot?
Yeah, so you say that you're involved in Rotary over in Fridley, right?
Sure.
So Rotary probably has a Rotary Park there or no?
Rotary Park?
Do you have a Rotary Park in Fridley?
I don't know if we have an actual Rotary Park, but they've sponsored things at the parks. And
okay. Yeah, so it's interesting. A lot of communities, Rotaries kind of had carved out their own little park. We have an unbelievable park here in Hutchinson, and it's the most requested park in our community as far as like with for events and things like that. But you say that because like our group has to go help at least once a year, but more often than that, I believe, lay mulch and do some things and weed and help take care of that park as volunteers. You're right. So if every club and every organization was as active in supporting what they do in the community, it'd be even better. And then I'm part of a group called the Hutchinson Leadership Institute. And one of the things they do is a service project at the end of the year, and it's generally park cleanup or something in our community, and it's all volunteer time. So you're right. Yeah, I mean, you just need more groups like that are willing to go out and just make their community better.
Yep, Lions did
doesn't have
that.
to pay for it. Yeah.
We did that. Moore Lake over here. There's a lake, and we picked up all the plastic bags and all the cigarette butts and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. We for Rotary Park, we have to pay for our own. Like we just put brand new playground equipment in a couple of years ago. We had to pay for that. And the city wasn't going to buy $60,000 worth of equipment. It was our deal. So.
Well, the nice thing about those organizations is they raise the funds in a fun way rather than just saying, "Hey, can we have some money?"
You're exactly right. Yep.
Do something like we did our 49ers Day Festival, and they do the golf tournament. They're having a butterfly pollination station or something like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they do all these little fun things, and people throw in $1 here, $1 there, $10 here, $20 there, and all of a sudden you got $100,000, and you can do stuff with it.
It's pretty amazing.
It's like magic.
It's like
magic.
magic.
I'm going to put you in the green room. We'll chat a little bit. Other than that, I'm going to sign this one off.
See you, buddy.
There was Bo. So that's it. Once again, it's the product is called MailBox Power. I call it the magic marketing tool. This is my domain for that. And if you want to know about Bose, he's got a website for that too called betterappreciation.com. And both of those lead to a product called MailBox Power. This is my designated affiliate link. So if you decide to join, I'm going to earn a commission. And that's how I afford my coffee. Peace, love, and happiness. Magic Brad signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be kind, be nice, be safe.